All right, hello and welcome back to another way different video. Today's video is probably the weirdest video I've ever made. I mean, I never thought that this would be a thing. The KD files, case file tracker, digital evidence archive. We have every single tweet / criticism that he's made with his burner accounts. And there's 34 files loaded. I mean, we're going to go through all of them. That's the goal here. We're going to go through every single file. And there's going to be some criticisms. There's going to be some praise. There's going to be some humor. But ultimately, I got to say, KD's got to do a better job with these. I mean, he's got to be more low key. I mean, I get being chronically online, but man, dude, how are you jealous of Drake and you not even in the music industry or no industry, you not even in the game? The second thing he said was Al still the biggest. So, yeah, I mean, the context here is pretty simple. You know, after the whole Kendrick Lamar Drake thing, there's a lot of Drake haters that came out of the woodworks and, you know, had fun and had their time. Kevin Durant is very, very about, you know, Drake's music, and he's really good friend of Drake. Drake has referenced him in his songs. So this is pretty straightforward, right? No extra context needed. Subject profile on the left here. Canadian rap star and documented KD associate. KD deployed his burner to provide unsolicited legal adjacent PR services on Drake's behalf across multiple posts. The loyalty is unprompted. The consistency is undeniable. The whole industry versus one man. Y'all was supposed to be up 100 points by now. Jealousy and envy won't stop the show, Crody. So, through the first two files, seems pretty simple. He's just backing up his homie. Pretty straightforward, right? Whether you're a Drake fan or not, that's what he's doing. File number 3. Bill's got to think about moving Josh Allen to tight end and getting a real quarterback in there. We can keep it going, though, so that's a criticism, but not a crazy file. Next file, welcome to Washington Marvin. Subject profile, if you want to check this one out, NFL wide receiver prospect and son of Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison. KD monitored the NFL draft order from his burner in real time, offering a warm welcome. So he just thought he was going to be a commander. First 4 files, nothing too spicy, nothing really NBA related. It'd be funny as hell when women think they about to get rich when they start meditating, using sound baths, and eating better. I don't understand this file, okay? Okay, file number 6 is the first team-related file. I'm going to turn the ball over with this. Should I be cussing on these files? I'm going to turn the ball over with this shitty-ass team. I don't give a F. Your franchise player can't shoot or defend. That's a way bigger issue than my turnovers. Remember, these guys are your future. So he's talking about Sengun here. I think the second thing that went along with it was coach called that play to pass to Alpi, LOL. Yeah, obviously, if you're Sengun, you saw this, you don't feel great because KD's supposed to be one of the leaders of the team. Talking about, you know, his lack thereof skills when he's got a lot of skills is obviously not ideal. I mean, KD, I feel like he made it known. Maybe I'm tripping on this, but didn't he make it known he wanted to go to Houston? You know what I mean? So, like, he knew this when he was going to get traded over there. I mean, KD knows ball. He knew what he was getting into. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping on that one, but I'm pretty sure Houston was one of like the 3 or 4 teams that he wanted to get traded to. So, really odd. File number 7. This one probably hurts a bit more for Jabari Smith. He's low-key dumb. That's the way I'm going to say it. You guys know what he meant. I can't trust Jabari to make a freaking shot or get a stop. Pretty straightforward in that, yeah, this is just a downright diss. Like, I don't even have a good excuse. I don't know. I just can't imagine what Jabari's thinking right now too. That would obviously suck to see, especially since he's been pretty open about, you know, looking at KD as a mentor. So this whole, yeah, no, not good. If I'm Jabari, yeah, I don't know. You know, I wonder how that practice went. You know, they're professionals at the end of the day. They know that they got to play, and, you know, they get paid millions of dollars, but it's probably very, very uncomfortable or very different than the vibes were to start. I swear I miss Ben Simmons. At least that guy would give me the ball. Why would you trade Kyrie for a guy who hates basketball? This is referencing the Harden for Simmons trade. And then Ben Simmons is going through depression. He ain't playing ball either. Okay, so this one's also a pretty spicy one. To be honest with you, I wasn't expecting this. 2 dictators, Stalin and Hitler, Mussolini and Kim Jong-un. This is in reference to the Phoenix Suns. And yeah, that's a pretty excessive, powerful statement, or however you want to label it. The Suns are my team when we lose and Book's team when we win. I guess these guys are really good when it comes to being in the public, because, you know, you would never have known this without something like this coming out. I've watched a good amount of Phoenix Suns basketball, you know, when KD was there. And it just didn't, it seemed like KD and Book were cool. I mean, again, they're professionals. I want to reiterate this. But damn, I miss James, man. That's a good guy. Slightly delusional, but I understand him. This one's more so just comedy. I mean, I feel like every basketball player to a degree is delusional. I feel like you kind of have to be to get where you are. But okay, file number 10 wasn't bad. File number 11. Nah, that guy Kyrie, as in Kyrie Irving, really on his best behavior around the European, but treat his own people like we owe him something. The European being Luka Doncic, but this just feels really random, I guess, from outside looking in. Kyrie thought the white European was going to play honorable hoops. I'm crying. You would have thought me and James... Oh, okay. You would have thought me and James shitting in that guy's cereal. Okay, yeah, I mean, clearly a bad fallout from Kevin Durant, Kyrie, in Brooklyn. I mean, this is the second thing we've seen. And again, from the outside looking in, it seems like these guys are homies. So that's the really, you know, like after the games, everyone's dapping each other up. So I don't know. It's just one of those things to where, is this just a KD thing? No, I doubt it's just a KD thing. I think KD is just really bad about hiding it in terms of letting these burner accounts out. Kawhi, funny ass shit, man. Guy texts the group chat like, hey gang, it was mutual, good luck. I'm guessing this is on Kawhi leaving the Raptors. That's the only thing that I can think of. But I don't know why KD would have access to that unless Fred VanVleet told him, like, hey, this is what happened. File number 13. I really don't like this white man. This man don't respect my game at all. I think he's just talking about Houston Rockets staffer. I mean, yeah, affiliation, NBA Houston Rockets, unnamed white man. Okay. Didn't like a staff member. Okay. I started holding Steph accountable in the film room, and N-words looked at me like this. We don't see it here, but I'm pretty sure it was like a picture of Michael Irvin, like really confused or dumbfounded. So I don't know if this is a diss towards Steph, but more so maybe the Warriors as an organization. I don't know. If you don't screen and pass up shots for Steph, you getting waived. Kind of, I mean, it's really what we saw with Jonathan Kuminga, right? That whole disaster of him not wanting to just force feed Steph caused issues. And there's other issues, of course, but there is truth to this. If you don't screen and pass up shots for Steph, you getting waived. And it's also in Steph's defense and in the Warriors' defense, it worked, right? They had a dynasty that revolved around Steph Curry. Granted, having KD for those, 2 championships vastly helped, like tremendously helped, but still, their dynasty, it worked. You kind of can't argue with something that had so much success. File number 15. I wouldn't say Kai was competing with me, but that light skin, Steph, and that triple-double cocaine bear, Russell, was. So he's saying Kyrie was a level below him, but Steph and Russ were like really up there with him. That's how I interpret that. File number 16. Since MJ punched Kerr in the face, he don't F with dark skins. Pretty random. But, let's check this one out. Steve Kerr never drew up plays or suggested anything, but he won a bunch of titles. It's one of those things to where, again, he was really successful. You know what I mean? Whether he drew up plays or didn't suggest anything, they won. Whatever Steve Kerr did, clearly worked, again, when you talk about the Warriors' success and their dynasty. And KD, maybe he knows and has stories that would, blow our minds away. But when you trash talk every organization you've been a part of outside of the Thunder, because, we haven't gotten to any. Has he trash talked? Let's see. Warriors, Nets, Suns, yeah, he's trash talked every organization except the Thunder thus far. Any word about Jokic turnovers? I think this is him defending himself. KD turns the ball over, but hey, so does Jokic. Why do people talk trash to me? I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of some of these. LeBron James and the Shannon Sharp interaction, that was beyond gay. Context: NBA's all-time leading scorer and his most prominent celebrity supporter, KD delivers a 4-word review of an unspecified interaction between two men via burner reply. The incident in question has not been conclusively identified. The verdict has. Yeah, I don't know. Please tell me which one of you people are listening to Lollipop in your car. I mean, up here it says neutral, but this to me seems like a diss. She licked me like a lollipop. Burner reply, Katie quoting the hook. I don't know with this one. This just seems, if you guys aren't familiar with the song, it's a song by Lil Wayne, and the hook is it's I don't want to diss it because I'm not here to diss the people's music. It's just not for me. It's not a bad song. I'm not here to say it's a bad song, but it's not for me. If you like the song, apparently KD, well, you know what KD thinks about you if you're listening to the song in your car. File number 20. They slandering the body count / about to be my Ray J. Context here is unidentified online users allegedly disparaging KD's romantic history. KD refers to himself as the God, identifies an active slander campaign against his body count, and threatens a Ray J style response. I don't know. I mean, he's rich. I feel like rich people are gonna have a high body count because when you have money, romance typically goes your direction a lot easier. So I don't know. This again, a lot of just weird, I shouldn't say weird, a lot of just random or I guess unnecessary stuff. But when talking about the Houston Rockets as a collective, crayon eaters. That's okay. I don't know how to approach a game with these guys. Okay. These Rockets fans are hurt and starting. You know, the thing is, they're still like the 4th or 5th seed. With a pretty good record. Granted, there are games where it's like, dude, what is going on? Rockets fans can easily testify to that. But this is... if you're going to say this stuff, it can't go out, bro. Like, it cannot be put out there. File number 22, KD internal. I really got to stop. I really got to laugh to stop from crying. So KD just being emotional, huh? Extra effort to me calling you a Uber the next morning, then screenshotting the license plate to you before you ask and before you get downstairs. I just dropped my blunt. Somebody just did stuff with one of my women. Damn. Oh well. You know, I can see why Drake and Katie get along so well. There's been a handful of talk about women, I feel like, and maybe not. Maybe it's just the most recent ones. Maybe I'm tripping on this one. But me, I'm on a shaded beach, fresh fruits, and a plat of... I don't even know how to pronounce this word. Of I don't want to say it. I don't even know what the hell is that? An array of sweets. I know they don't understand when I say capiche. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the hell this is. So do that what you will. Political commentators on Instagram. People on the gram speaking politics. I just laugh it off. Consider it an afterthought. That's BS to a matador. Moved my whole fam to the islands. That was the last resort. This is just another one of these to where we just say it, and I don't think that there's much to talk about. Big protein, 150 grams of protein. Y'all gotta stop playing, bro. File 28. Now let me see ya prove it. This is in regards to Drake versus Kendrick, I believe. Okay. The Drake versus Kendrick Lamar beef, specifically the wave of unverified personal allegations exchanged on May 6, 2024, the peak of the conflict. When Not Like Us and The Heart Part 6 both dropped within hours of each other, KD, posting from his burner, calls on both parties to substantiate their claims. He is functioning as an unlicensed rap beef arbitrator. Okay, if they need drones We got you. This has to do with an investment KD made, right? A drone company KD invested in. Okay, so pretty nothing burger with that one. File number 30. Chris Paul doesn't know shit. Very interesting. Did they ever play together? I don't know if they played on the same team or not. Former teammate, it says right here. Former teammate Suns era. CP3 and KD overlapped on the 2022-2023 Suns. I don't know. I don't remember them playing together, but I guess it's a possibility. Pretty odd that KD would say that. I feel like Chris Paul's pretty notorious for being one of the smarter basketball players. It's kind of how his career had lasted so long. But okay, moving on to file 31. Another criticism here. GOAT. He's Troy Aikman. Tony doesn't even watch football, just want to beef with me. I don't know if it's, you see right here, likely Tony Romo, but I don't know if that's actually, he's talking about Tony Romo. Also, yeah, I mean, these are nothing burgers. They're just sports opinions, and this is in the football field, so it's not really relevant to any like drama or anything like that. Lil Baby is the topic here. Lies are being told. A lot of these are just Katie's opinions on topics that don't really have to do with basketball. That's a lot of these. Now, some of these, yes, they're actually just not something you'd want out there. But I don't think stuff like this is a big deal. I mean, I know celebrities typically don't criticize other celebrities, but I don't think it's a big deal. The second I told group chats 12 my favorite player, they started slandering. These guys got a real problem with me, I see. This is in regards to Aaron Rodgers. But again, not really, there's no substance here. Like, he's saying things, but I mean, it's not really all that crazy. Now this one, he didn't like the organization or playing for Billy Donovan. His roster wasn't that good. It was just him and Russ. No, this isn't necessarily him talking bad about, oh no, this is him talking bad about the Thunder. I mean, the Thunder had Billy Donovan, criticized the roster. Imagine taking Russ off that team, see how bad they were. KD can't win a championship with those cats. I mean, the common denominator with KD, though, and all of his issues with all these teams is him, right? Every team you go to, you have a problem. That's a problem. But KD's just so good that you kind of just deal with it for some of these teams. Those were all the KD files. I spent 40 minutes going through these files. This video will probably be like 15 minutes long is my guess. I don't know, but KD's, I mean, a lot of these aren't that bad. Like, they're just him having an opinion, which is fine. I think you're allowed to have an opinion. The problem, though, is some of these opinions, I want to say like 6 or 7, maybe 10. Let's just say 10, are insulting your former or current teammates or people you have association with on the basketball, in the basketball field. So it's just like, dude, you can defend Drake all you want. You can talk about girls all you want. Do your thing, dude. Like, that doesn't have any real effect on your work. But yeah, you can't be bashing on your teammates like that and letting that out. Obviously, that's just not good. I would say a lot of this drama is overblown. Some of this does suck for his teammates. I think they can get through it. But again, I would attribute this to being, it's funny. I think more so that it's just funny that it happened to him again. Like, dude, kind of got to learn your lesson kind of thing. And then the second thing is, well, it is KD. He talks so much trash to where when stuff like this happens, people are going to troll him because he trolls people a lot. If you're not familiar with KD's work, go to his Twitter. You'll find a lot of responses and a lot of, stuff. But yeah, this is one of those situations where I think it's a tad bit overblown. There is big issues need to be addressed in terms of the Rockets. And there are personal issues in if you're Katie's mom, I don't even want to speak on that. That seems really inappropriate. But if I was Katie's friend, I would say, dude, everywhere you go, if there's a problem, like that's a problem. The common denominator is you. Now, I don't know Katie personally, but you shouldn't want to trash talk everywhere you go is my biggest kind of thing. But let me know what you guys think. I greatly appreciate you guys for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. It goes a long way to help with the channel. As always, this is All We've Been Different. All We've Been Different. And we out.